Hold on, let me get some water. I was just gonna let y'all get in here. I know how y'all do. Hold on, y'all. I'm making me some tea. What y'all doing? I'm making me some tea, so don't think I done ran out on y'all. Hey, everybody. I know y'all don't be doing nothing but say, hey, cousin, and all that anyway. So this is like the beginning of church when everybody get a chance to say, praise the Lord and all of that, and you get the gossip about the people. You better do it now. Ooh, family. I hope, is y'all praying for me? Do y'all be praying for me for real, or y'all be fake praying? I'm gonna need y'all to get down on y'all knees on the side of the bed for me this evening. Okay, I don't just want to know I'm driving to work prayer. I need you to get down on your knees, please, and ask our dad in the most humble position that you can if he can. Cause baby, listen, please, can y'all do the old school prayer like you used to when you was little, cause you was scared the boogeyman was gonna come out the closet? Not the fake prayers y'all be doing now, the other kind. Please. Cause honey, I don't know what's going on. I said, Dad, well, I don't even bother nobody. I don't even bother nobody. I don't be bothering nobody. But honey, the enemy be. Now do y'all see why I said he know I'm not on his team? He know I'm not on his team. But what did I tell y'all about water and the lights in my apartment? Y'all remember when I first started this, no matter where I lived at, I told, and then my friend came on here and told y'all about when I moved in with her. The water and the electricity used to be going crazy. Y'all remember? Anybody remember? Yeah. Y'all remember? It's always been water. It used to scare the hell out of me. I done fried microwaves out and everything. No joke. Microwaves, then fried out. Ain't no metal in it, no nothing. It has not been one place that I've lived that I have not had a water or electrical issue. I don't care how new, how old. It don't matter. It don't matter. Listen, for real, sis. But you know what? My hand's sticky. Hold on, let me rinse my hands. I got honey on my hands. Not that that's bad, but I mean, who wants sticky hands? You know? Y'all know what else? That dream make me think I gotta start keeping my grandma in every room I be in. You know? I'm like, my dad, I can't do sticky hands. I don't want it. Ugh. And it was just a little bit, but every time my fingers do like this, if they, because it's on the cup, I just, made me some tea. Hey, everybody. I don't like it. So I'm thinking I'm going to start keeping grandma with me. Just take her everywhere I go, in every room, which is nuts, but it might be a thing. And it don't have to be me, but I know it's somewhere that's going to happen. You know what I mean? And I'm praying for whoever. But, okay. To those of you that have been here a while, girl, Auntie got me thigh holsters, hip holsters. Girl, I got the belly babies. I'm good now. Auntie said, Auntie got a girl right. You heard me, Auntie? Auntie got a girl right. You heard me? Between her and Auntie Lisa, honey, your girl ready to go. You hear me? Your girl is, and now they got my new friend. Baby, they done messed up. Let me go get my glasses, so Galva. Because I'm going to be all like this on the nigga. You hear me? He said you don't got more than 50 yards with a bow. He said whatever you shooting at, you really only got 50 yards. Bet. That's how you had to say. 50 yards. It's about 50 yards. That ain't that far. That ain't that far. That's like half of a football field, right? How long is a football field? No, they got the 100-yard line, right? 50-yard line, right? Or am I wrong? I don't know nothing about, but I just remember my brothers played a little bit. Right? So I'm thinking 50 yards is half. See, I'm right there with it. I was thinking half. Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, so half of a football field. This is when he was talking, when I was equating, because I got to get it together in my mind how far it is. And I was like, okay, there's a 50-yard line. Okay, bet. Yeah, all right, yeah. Okay, got it. Because it's the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 all the way up, right? It's like every 10 yards is whatever. He got 10 yards. He got blah, 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 whatever. Rushing 250, blah, blah, blah. I know a little bit. Not too much, but I remember that. So anyway, I said, I knew you was going to come in handy, girl. We going to learn how to use you. We're going to learn how to use you, girl. You don't have to be over here in the props anymore. You're going to get some usage. Are you excited? I am. Mama's ready. Nigga, I'm about to catch me a deer, nigga. I'm about to catch me a deer, nigga. I don't know how, but I'm about to catch me one. You hear me? That's all I had to say. Listen. And then I got my own axe. Let's chop down the tree while we at it. I mean, let's just do it big, let's just do it big. Let's chop down a tree. Let's tap a maple tree. I got a whole list of country things I'm ready to do right now. Don't even worry about it. I've been writing them down and it looks like they're going to come to pass. Look at the Lord. He's worried about me, you see? Mm-hmm. Now, I ain't milking no cows. I did that already, but, you know. We kill it, you gut it, I'll grind it. How about that? We can have a whole little assembly line going on. As long as I don't got to see no guts or no blood or none of that. I'm gonna catch me a deer, you hear me? Yes, I don't care if it ain't a big one either. I'm gonna get me one. Might not be this year. Might not be next year, but I'm gonna get me a deer, you hear me? I'm gonna get me one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Now, I might be scared of its eyes when they roll back. I won't be touching it after that. You know what I'm saying? Once it, because I don't do, those kind of things. But once it's chopped up and off the bone, I can handle that. Or even if you just take it off the bone, you clean all the guts out. I probably could take it apart if you got the skin off of it. Yes. All of it. All of it. All of it. All of it, Isabel. All of it. I'm excited. I'm sitting on my couch under $2 right now. You catch it, you skin it, and I grind it. Right. No. We can catch it together. Like, I catch it. I do what I need to do. Oh, I know. He told me, Janelle. He told me. But we just gonna do a practice shooting right now. I gotta learn how to shoot the damn bow first. Listen, y'all, my daddy and them, I told y'all, my daddy and them, they used to hunt. They still hunt. My daddy still hunts. My daddy, him and my uncles, they still hunt. They hunt quail, pheasant, deer, wild turkeys. They do all of that. First turkey I remember my uncle and my dad standing in the backyard with it. They was each holding a leg and the wings was out. It was huge. And it was whole. They hadn't did nothing with it yet. Still had the wing, everything was still there. The gobbler, everything, all that, it was still one piece. And they was in my grandma's backyard. My family just trapped a wild hog. Ooh, that's gonna be so good. They gonna cook it in the ground or on the big grill. They gonna cook it in the ground or on the grill you gotta bring with the truck. Look at me. I already know about that. My uncle, honey. Ooh, shoot. Ooh, that's gonna be so good. That's gonna be good. It's hog day. Got it. I don't know nothing about hunting. I know a little bit. Like I said, my daddy and them used to hunt, but it's been a long time, so. But I'm not scared to ask no questions. Y'all know I want to know. Tell me what's going on. You hear me? Tell me what's going on, please, and thank you. I need to know. I mean, because we come into a time you never know what's going to happen. You hear me? I'm all about learning something I didn't know how to do before. That's my thing. I'm telling you, if you can teach me a whole bunch of stuff I don't know, oh God. You're going to get sick of me calling you. Because if I think you know anything about the subject, I'm going to call you. Like if it's cars or whatever, that's the thing. I don't care what it is. Okay, so do you know about? Yeah. Now I'm going to have to get used to like the bugs and the leaves and stuff. But this could be getting me prepared to live outside. Who knows? God, I don't know what's happening, but I'm grateful. You hear me? I'm grateful for the experience. And it came right to the door. I didn't even have to go too far, so, you know. And then I can tell y'all about it. It's like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. I'm ready. I am ready for Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures, honey. And is ready. Yeah. Did y'all ever watch that show? Y'all ever watch those movies? They were all my favorite. Every last one of them. Hey, Mariah. Y'all ever watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures when they used to be in that phone booth? And they used to be going back in time? The young kids don't know what I'm talking about. Any 30 and up might know. You used to watch them? Look at everybody else like, Party on? Yeah, there was some... Excellent! You did. And did... Ooh, look, that take the kids to all the different ages. They got to go back. Uh-oh. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. They would party on. I'm trying to tell you. I think he was, yeah. I don't know if that was who it was. I can't tell you the actors, but I think so. Yeah, when he was younger. Love it. Love it. That's some good TV. They have classes you can take about hunting. Oh, got it. What about China? What happened? You know they rammed a Philippine Coast Guard boat in the Red Sea. Who was they? China did? No, I didn't, but thank you for telling me. Uh-oh. I didn't know. Interesting. Yeah. Well, there's that. Thank you for telling us, Mr. Randolph. What was we talking about before that? Oh, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventures. So, they take you to all different places, and it's a good laugh. Definitely a good laugh. You hear me? It's probably corny now, but, you know, it'll be a, you know. All right, so let's talk about something. We're going to start a thing where if you see that we are like kind of laughing and having a really good moment, can we hold off on the crazy news for a minute? We know it's there. Maybe about good 10 minutes or so once we get, you know, to now let's talk about the issues. Can we? Unless it's something that's like severe, can we do that? Because we was at a high moment right there. Did you see that? And then sometimes just, you got to read the room. I love y'all. And don't get mad at me when I say this, but sometimes when y'all come in and say stuff, like I ignore it because we be laughing and we already be having a heavy day. I had a horrible, crazy day today. Woke up to my everything being wet and stuff. So today probably, you know, I mean, I understand why you telling us, but it ain't nothing we can do about it, and we know it's coming. So let's just, you know, when the moment, you got to wait for the right moment. Because I don't know how y'all be wanting me to come back, and then y'all be like, Circle, what's wrong? Because, just wait a minute, damn. Don't, Not always. I know we do our news here. This ain't nothing against you. This for everybody. If y'all see we in a moment, this is not the time to drop the crazy stuff. You hear me? Y'all gotta start reading the room. Just wait a minute. We gonna get there. Y'all know we gonna always talk about it, but yeah, we just can't. I know we share a lot of information, but we share a lot of heavy information. And y'all cannot expect me to want to get on here every single day if it's crazy. And so that's why I be staying off more. Okay? So if we're laughing and joking and talking, if it's not something that's affecting us right now over here, we can wait. Y'all know we going to talk about current issues. And this for everybody. I'm saying. Because that's why sometimes, like, y'all see my mood change because no, it's not. But yeah, like if we're laughing and talking, it's not the time for current news. And I'm saying this to everybody. You hear me? It's not the time to talk about an earthquake. It's not the time to talk about, if we can't change it, give it a few minutes. By the time we get through here, it'll be news session. But let's try to read the room, y'all, because it's enough heavy stuff going on. And remember, I told you some days I have to fight to get on here. Because it'd be stuff going on like my whole house is flooded. And I had to move everything, and now I have to move everything back, and I have to see what. So sometimes I don't be wanting to hear the heavy stuff. Okay? Yeah. I mean, it's not like we ain't going to get to it. But in the first 15, 20 minutes of class, if it's news and it ain't affecting nobody right now, let's just wait a couple minutes. Because, it can be mentally draining. And that's why CERCA don't mind a break from all of the crazy in real life. I love this, but we got to. Right. If we laughing and smiling, this is not the time to drop no. And then people will keep typing it. And I'm like, I saw it. But I like the feeling we have it right now. And I want to stay in that. So, moving on. We was talking about I'm learning a new thing. And I don't want us to be the people that wipe smiles off of people's faces. That's not what I want us to do. Okay? And I'm not just saying you, Mr. Randolph. I'm just saying period. You hear me? Okay? So if y'all see us laughing and stuff, if you got some crazy information, just wait a couple minutes, please. Hey, nephew. And then that's why I'll be like, I'm about to go get my bed. No. I haven't, but I am soon. Nope, but I am soon. Yeah, I'm about to. Yeah. You just got in class. I was just talking about that. I just put my bow down and said I'm going to be practicing with it. I literally was just talking about that. Right. Yep, I think I'm about to go do it too. I was going to get on here, but I don't know. Maybe all I needed was 30 minutes. Yeah, me too. Me too. We getting ready to figure it out. I mean, we going to need some other stuff. And it's interesting to learn something new. You never know what you like until you try it. Right? No. You never know what you like until you try it. If you don't ever try something new, now I might get it and not like it. But it's a skill I need. Quick question. If someone wanted to study the Bible, where would they start? There's no specific place. Start wherever you want. Wherever God leads you to. That's true. That's why I try all the new foods out. Yes, food is an easy way to start. Hey sis. Hey. Yeah. Wherever you want. There's no. See, that's the thing. Like, I hope that when people come here, it gets you out of the kind of, because how they have like read the Bible in a year type deal. right? Just throw out everything you know about how to study the Bible and where it should be, and if it's not, because like sometimes when I talk to like pastors or people that have been in church a lot, right, they use all of the technical terms for how to study the Bible, how to read it, what this is called, what is that is called, what that is called. But guess what, what I be noticing, a lot of them people, they don't understand the meat of it. Like they know the mechanics, right, of what it should sound like and what this is called and what that is called, and those are the this and that. But the meat of it and the actual message, it goes over their head a lot. We need, right, that part. We do. You hear me? Like they can tell you the parts of the word because these are the things that are taught. But what about the substance of the word? What about the meat of it? What about how this relates to people's lives? And so then they make this mechanical way to serve God and this mechanical way to study the Bible. And if you don't look at this way and that way and blah 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 blah, and people miss the message of what they memorize the scripture. They know the prophets and the this and the all of these different things. They can break and tell you what all of that means, but when you go and you really ask them about the stories or how that will relate to our lives, or how you take that word and make it relate to our lives, a lot of times they can't do it. And I'm not talking about them, I'm just saying, hopefully when you come over here you get out of the mechanical part of reading the Bible and it can only be this way. I want you to open your mind up and take God out of the box that religion has put him in. And I just want you to learn as much as you can, because this is the thing, God's presence is not just in the Bible. It's in every science book, every history book, every biology book, any books about the stars and the moon, anything that you learn around you, you are learning. I mean, hate to say it, right? Even magic. It's only witchcraft because man is using it. The fallen angels would not be able to teach magic if they hadn't already seen it. If they didn't make it up, because it said they taught them the secrets of heaven. So magic was real and already created with the symbols and whatever else it is. But when it got into man's hands is when it became bad, because men use it to hurt people, kill people, turn themselves into animals, to trick. They use it to deceive and control. But if magic wasn't already created, the angels wouldn't have been able to give the secrets of it. And the first thing that they taught the women was magic. Magical medicine, as a matter of fact. And this is why people are called the medicine man and the medicine woman. And a lot of time they do rituals and different practices that are tied to these things, and they can make entities show up, and all of this is because that's the same magic medicine that the fallen angels taught the women in the days of Jared in the seventh generation. They could not have taught it as a secret of heaven if it wasn't there. Who? Girl, a burger. I don't even want to talk about it, because the lady, I had some food ordered and it was a bad day. Says, I woke up to water. My food wasn't right. It's just been crazy all day, I promise. Only thing great about today is I found somebody that's going to teach me how to shoot a bow and arrow and hunt. And he helped me put my toilet seat on. He did the bolts on the bottom because I didn't want to do that, and I was able to put but other than that, it's been one of them days. Is there a good book that breaks down the feast days and how to properly partake in them? I don't know that I could say that there's a specific book. There's a ton of books that talk about the feast. I don't know if there's one in particular. I mean, but again, so let me say this, and this is not to offend you or anything, right? But like with the feast and stuff, God talked about us keeping the festivals and the feast and all of this and not saying anything to you. But the reason, I mean, I've studied about them, not in detail, because he was always fussing at the people about, you look for these festivals and these feast days and all of this. You keep that, but you're not doing what I ask you to do, right? So the public, things that you're supposed to do, and I'm not saying this to you. I'm just saying for me, right? One of the things that because I paid attention to that, and I'm like, okay, so certain things I will partake in, but the holidays of any kind, because people put the holiday before the meaning, it's a lot of stuff I stay away from. Because it's a lot of people, like, they wear the garb, they do all of the days and do all of that, but they heart still be far from God, you know? He said, you keep all of this formal stuff, but my heart ain't, my eye ain't nowhere near your heart. Do not despise the small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin, right? So it's not that I don't even, So yes, there is books, like even in the Dead Sea Scrolls. There's a couple different places, but I don't know. Oh, you was 5 minutes behind. It's okay, sis. I love you. Actually, some of it I didn't talk about in here. It was in the class I had earlier. I didn't have a class, but I just got on TikTok for a minute earlier, just for a second. It wasn't that long, maybe an hour. And I was just telling them what was going on while I wasn't online earlier. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's a lot of formal stuff. Like, they do the feast and they do all of that, but they'll walk past a homeless person and not give them nothing, but pay to fly out of town to go meet up. It's the same thing. And it's like, okay, we're traveling to DC to do this here. We're traveling, but there's homeless people in all of those places. So why you didn't just get the money out, or pay for them to get a hotel and you and your spouse drive, or I don't know. I'll just be looking at different things. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I would just say, I don't know. Yeah. But there's a couple books. I'm sure there's some stuff in the Old Testament Apocrypha. I know there's stuff in the Dead Sea Scrolls about some of that stuff. I'm sure some other things, but yeah, I don't know right now. I honestly don't. Because I really didn't get on here to teach either. My mind is not in teacher mode. I came on here just to see what y'all was doing. So, there's that too. But yeah. I don't know. Anyway, how was y'all day? Y'all day was good. Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna teach. Like, that's why I ain't saying nothing about nothing. I came on here to see what y'all was doing. Because I went and laid down, but that big old loud fan is in there and I gotta keep it on. So I know I can go to sleep, but I think the dust that was on it is making my throat hurt. So I'm not trying to be in there. And look, you said I was cleaning and dusting today finally, and literally that's what I feel like is in my room. So it went from in here to in there because it's got dust on it. And it's blowing. Ugh. Took my grandson to Red Lobster for his birthday and he loved it. Oh, I bet he did. I've been watching you all day and catching up. A day of hair. Come on. Love you, CERCA. Thank you. Love you too, Pumpkin. Just returned from the laundromat. Yeah. Yes, I had pot roast with potatoes and carrots, mac and cheese with the long string beans. Who made that? Who made that, nephew? Right. Yeah. I stayed home doing self-care. My cousin, she cooked. Oh, okay. Cuz didn't think about me at all, huh? She just left me on that. I see what's going on. Right. Tell Cuz thanks for a plate. I could have got a biscuit or something. I know y'all had some cornbread or a roll over there or something. You could have just put a little bit of that in the thing for me. You didn't have to bring me no. Right. He where I'm at. I made an amazing dinner too. Just finished eating. Interesting. I cooked boneless pork chops, mac and cheese, yams, and cornbread. And that lady was playing with my food earlier today. Hawaiian rolls too. I knew it was some bread. I know it was. I didn't I say, you see? Queen, what you cook? Because I know you made something. What you cook? Or what bro cook? Y'all barbecue? Oh, I'm sad. Well, don't let him do that. Just love on him, girl. I know Queen probably cooks something good. What y'all cook? Y'all barbecue? They always out on the back porch like auntie making something. What y'all made? I made Tuscan chicken pasta. I knew it. You made a salad and some garlic bread. And you put the little olive oil on the top of it. Did you roast your tomatoes? We made steak and stuffed mushrooms. Oh, okay. I see how y'all do around here. I see what's going on. That sounds real good too. All of it. Leftover with baked chicken drumsticks with macaroni and cheese, fried cabbage, and sweet potatoes. You made cabbage and oxtails. Interesting. We switched it up. My son made chicken fajitas. He did a pretty good job and do put the kids to work. I didn't have any bread. So you didn't make no bread for nobody? Fried drumsticks, twice potatoes, and green beans. Good job. Listen here. Dang, y'all ate good. I just had some tacos. Right! And I had a whole burger. Y'all gonna make me get in the kitchen and fry me some fish or something. We have roast mashed potatoes, green beans, and cornbread. See, this kind of stuff make me happy right here. So y'all, why was I on somebody's post? I don't know if y'all tagged me in it. Hold on. Not that you better make my nephew. They can eat bread because you can't eat no bread. Don't be acting like my mama. Moving on. She can't eat cheese, so we got to eat this fake cheese. Don't be doing that. Sauteed veggies and sausage and potatoes. Ooh, yeah. Right. We about the same, Nisha. We about the same. We about the same right about now. You had oxtails the other day, so y'all just gonna be okay, nephew. I see what's going on here. You said I ate my spit. I've been sick. Menopause. Oh, pumpkin. I made salmon and rice with broccoli. Nothing major. I love how we all gonna eat good. Me too. Y'all had Papa John's. Papa John's hit the spot sometimes. Yeah. That's how I know we family. Y'all know that, right? That's how I know we all family. Because one thing we gonna do, we gonna bond over some food, hun. We're gonna bond over some food. We get excited about it. Food makes us happy. You know, new recipes and stuff. We learn new things here. Oh, honey, that's one thing we gonna do at WOIU is eat, baby. But it's okay. I'm soaking my Great Northerns right now. Ooh, they gonna be good. I made 2 dinners because my husband is on a diet. Got it. I just have to do that because my kids. I might want something they don't want. What you make, Mr. Randolph? Going to eat good tomorrow. And is your house gonna be smelling good and stuff? You putting them on tonight in the thing so they could be done in the morning for lunch. I'm sorry you had a rough day, sir. I really had a good day. Made strides with Joe's meds and routines. Made him breakfast. Good meeting. Books. Cooked. Chili. Cleaned. And made plans for tomorrow. Now, go ahead, Miss Productive. Go ahead, Miss Productive. Well, go ahead. That's a long list of stuff, girl. Go ahead, Miss Productive. I like it. I see you got your books on sale too, honey. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? You're gonna make Marry Me Chicken tomorrow. Okay. Wingstop. That's all right. That's still good food. I cook baked barbecue chicken, green beans, and rice. I can smell all of it. Even the ones with cat hairs in it. Because I know some of y'all let y'all cats walk around on the corner on the cabinet while you cooking. I think I smell a little bit of cat hair. It's okay. I just spray over it. I could smell it. Yeah. Listen. I ain't made it. They making it. But I can smell the cat hair just a little bit. It won't. Yeah. I can smell it. Grilled steak and jerk chicken. Good job. Yes, baby. I can smell the cat hair, honey. It's in the mashed potatoes. That's where I smelled it at. The kitten likes to steam. You shook a little bit and a couple of those fell over in the I guess it's just like seasoning. It's just like seasoning. You said a little bit of hair doesn't hurt. Look at y'all like, dang, that's crazy. Because I sure had to tell Skittles to get on down off the counter. She loves it when I make mashed potatoes. She gets up there and because right, she likes to steam when I'm mashing them. She just sits her little face right there wanting to see what's going on. Mm-hmm. Yep. I had a cake pot with cat hair in it. Oh! Oh, I told you. I told you. I told you. You said not a cat, but a dog. Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. See? People be thinking I be trying to be funny. No. I've seen a million things in my life. Oh, yes. So not cat hair, but dog hair. Got it. And y'all wonder why I be scared. Interesting. Yep, their hair can shed anywhere, right? My dogs know better. They're never allowed in the kitchen. Yep. But you know what's... Can I tell you something, Jasmine? I don't know how, because my dog is not allowed in my kitchen either. And I used to find her dog. I have found her dog here, like when I had her. This was years ago. I don't have an animal right now. I don't know if it came off the towels or what, but I found one or two of her dog hairs in my oven. And I whooped the hell out of the kids. I was going off on them. I didn't whoop them, but I think when she used to shake, it used to float through the air. And I used to be, when I moved here, my first year here, I would wash blankets and I would see her hair. And I hadn't had her for over a year. When I went, yes, I have to clean the kitchen before you cook. I know, but I'm saying it was clean. But when I open, how your dog hair get in my oven? And only maybe I saw it because, I don't know. But the only thing that I can think of is laundry. It better be that. Because why the hell is this dog so close to my stove? But I wouldn't be surprised if my kids, when I wasn't home, let her in the kitchen. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them wasn't holding her and she jumped down. I don't know. Listen. I learned a lot in that however long we had that dog. The kids would let her be on their blankets. So then I would look at my underwear and there's a white long dog hair in there. Because it be in the dryer and in the washing machine. This ain't my dog. This is y'all dog. I sure be wondering how my dog's hair be in the bathroom and she's not allowed in there. Right! I be confused and annoyed. Right. Okay, so I'm not tripping then. Have y'all people that got dogs and cats, do you ever go and get, like, I don't know what color they are, but you'll get a black pair of undies or something, and you go to, and it's a dog hair in your drawers that you have to put on. Oh, yes, my German Shepherd. Okay. Yay. You got 2 pets. Got it. Yes, my German Shepherd are wiping and wonder how it got there. Interesting. Yes, their hair can be everywhere. There's a dog people and there's people who aren't, no matter what. I like a clean house. I get it. I'm not saying I know. Uh, but it just, I don't care how clean you are. That hair be. It be in places that it shouldn't because the animal don't be there. She wasn't allowed in my room. How did her dog hair get in my room? I got a white lab and a black dog, so you can't wear white or black. Oh, Jesus. That's like when you do hair in your house and it end up in the darndest places. Oh yeah, hair be everywhere when you do hair. The air vents. Really? I thought that's what the filter was for. So they get through the filter. I think mine used to come from the dryer. The filter only helps so much. I think mine mainly came from the washer and dryer because my daughters would let her be on their blankets. That's how I think mine mainly came from the dryer because they used to let her be on their blankets and everything. You said you had to stop letting people with dogs come over and wash clothes because right. That's what I'm thinking. The blankets. I just be thinking it mainly came from the blankets because they would let her lay on the blanket. Like my one daughter had a space on the bed for her, and then she would wash that blanket, and it seemed like the week after that I would be finding dog hair in all my clothes. So I just think it came from like the blankets and stuff. That's where I think it came from. In the air. Okay. Well, I know y'all love y'all babies, and I thought about getting me a dog, and then I thought about that again. I said, "Oh no, let me. I'm have." What animal do you not have to take care of? It just take care of itself. You don't gotta change no water. What animal is that? What animal you just take care of itself? You don't even gotta check on it. Is there one? A ant farm. No, because they can bust and get out of there. Oh hell no, Auntie. Snakes, Auntie. You gotta buy mice and stuff. I damn sure ain't doing that. No, Auntie, you want me to have a heart attack? I thought you loved me. Girl, look like it, Lachey. I know, Yeah, stuff. Come on, sit. Oh, you're right. Don't look at me with Queen side eye. Y'all see him looking at me with Queen side eye? You see it? I'm sorry, I forgot I already got a pet. Hi. Oh, don't be mad. Don't look at me like that. I forgot. I just don't see you often. I forget you're here. I forgot I already have one. You're right. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Dude, you don't gotta look at me like that. Good evening, Auntie. See? Yeah. I'm sorry. Don't be mad. I even forgot the name. I think it was Sammy. I don't even remember your name. Okay. Right. Right. Listen. A chia pet'll die. I'm barely keeping my plants alive. I said I wanted it to be something alive other than me, and a few of my plants have died. Nope, that's not it either. But yeah. Was it Sandy or Sammy? One of them. I'll remember. If not, we'll give you a new name. It's fine. You won't remember. Everybody say hello to my pet. An owl. that's quiet, doesn't poop, doesn't need water. All of the things that I like. Listen. Listen here. I don't want no gecko. My son had geckos already. No. Won't be doing geckos either. Mm-mm. I already had that. I had kids, and every last one of them wanted some kind of animal. No. When I got my son geckos, my cousin gave them to him. We had to buy the mealworms to keep the grasshoppers alive, and the grasshoppers had to stay alive. Name them Hootie Hoo and Will. I got a cousin named that. I'll think about that when I have a cousin named that. That's crazy. We don't talk no more. So look, let's see, that's like my mom. She don't even let us have fish. No, no, no. And see, that's the thing. My mama didn't let us have no pets. My brother used to sneak pit bulls in. He didn't care. But my mama, we wasn't having no pets. Now, my kids, I let them. But I started buying my son birds. He didn't have parakeets. They died. He had, what you call them things? Hamsters. They died. What else did we have? He had geckos. He had all kind of stuff. And I got tired of buying. My brother has a licensed kennel, girl. His puppies sell for about $6,000, $4,000 to $6,000 a piece, sometimes more than that. Oh, yeah. People travel from far and wide to go get bullies, and honey, he can tell you any kind of, yeah, he's a real one. He was giving his dogs shots and this and that when he was only like 12, 13 years old. Know how to stitch them up, all that old good stuff. Breed them real good. He been doing that. And his dogs are papered. He got their bloodlines all the way back to England and everything. Like, no joke. Well, he can tell you any kind of pit bull or terrier or any of that. Dang near tell you what bloodline it come from just by looking at it, girl. Yes. He a part of the old school. If you know, you know. He used to hide them. We would have to hide the puppies, but my mama worked so much she didn't know. He would put them in the garage and different places. Oh, that part. Oh yeah, they had goldfish too, cause it was named Dorothy. They had Dorothy and Elmo. Let's not forget that. Sure did. They had them, and they fed them the inside of a beanbag. I had just went and bought the bottle, all the little stuff to put in there. Them fish lasted a good week. And they pulled the stuff out the bean bag and fed them that. And we woke up and they was upside down. And I said, oh no. I didn't go buy no more fish. We didn't have birds, dogs, all of that. I don't, Sure did. I wouldn't say my son was, he was 4 or 5. He had to be 5. Probably 5. 4 or 5. He was 4 or 5. Yep. Yeah. You might not want Rocco. I can have a Rocco. Because Rocco is the rock, right? Yep. 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 I can do a Rocco. Rocco and, yeah. Those. Yeah. My daughter had a cat. We had a cat when we lived in Arizona. His name was Bozo, and he acted like a dog. You know what? Now that I'm learning what I'm learning, remember I told y'all, I know that the lady that rented me my house when I was in Arizona, she had Druid money. She, like, her family, like, they were the Druids from over there, right? I mean, stupid loaded. Like, she used to have to go over there when she was younger, like in the summers, and be with her people, like, but she lived like a wild hippie and just kind of whatever over here, right? And something told me that she was a witch and she gave us a cat, right? And remember I told you that all of those spiritual things were happening in that apartment, right? in my townhome. The car, the night I got burned, remember I told you I came home from the hospital and we was hearing somebody knock on the door. And my ex was like, who is that? Because didn't nobody come to our front door because it was in the courtyard, right? Knocking, 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 knocking. My brother-in-law goes to the door. There's nobody there. He comes sit back down, knocking, knocking. I'm like, because we had a glass, the glass gate. Move the curtain back, and the cat was A-line to me like this, tapping, 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 and smiled, and ran away. I didn't know what a lugawoo was, but now that I know what a lugawoo was, telling you, that's where the devil showed up. That is where I told y'all my dog was getting shook back and forth in her kennel when everybody was upstairs and we could hear her hitting the metal bars in the side of it. And me, my ex, and my 2 daughters was upstairs. There was nobody else in our house. This is also where the car horn was going off and it sounded like a boat horn, and he had unhooked the horn of the car. It was like a Delta 88, an older car. He had already unhooked the horn, baby, and it came back on again. It came back on again. It came back on again. I said, I don't know what's going on here, but this is not okay. Yep. And now that I know what it is, I'm thinking or wondering, because the cat would run off and we wouldn't see it for days and days and days, and then it would show up and then it would go away and then it would show up and then it would go away, but it didn't ever want to be in the inside of the house. He acted like the dog. The cat would walk my daughter to her bus stop, watch her get on the bus, and then go. And the dog wouldn't even do that. The dog acted like a cat, and the cat acted like a dog. The dog didn't really care about, yes, I promise you. That cat would walk my daughter to her bus stop, my daughters to their bus stop, stay there until they got on the bus, and then go away. And then, like, when they was getting off the bus, the cat would be there. But that's also where the devil showed up and told my daughter that he was coming for her and her sister. We just had one fake being a cat trying to get in my house. I'm trying to tell you. Now that I understand what a lugawoo is and understand that this lady was like her family is Druids now. It's not like it was alone till she wasn't that old. She was probably about 40 something then, maybe 50. Yeah, and then she got Druid money, right? And so then I was wondering, because she gave us this cat, and I'm like, we don't really. She was like, no, keep it, blah, 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 blah. But do y'all know when we moved out, like, once we got ready to move, probably a month, we didn't see that cat no more. It was gone. It was gone. But the cat never wanted to be in the house. It never came back for me to feed it or nothing. It would just be around. A monitoring spirit. I'm thinking now that's what it was. That was the sign right there giving us a cat. I mean, the day we moved in. And I was like, I don't really do animals. And my daughter was like, Mom, can we please keep it? Can we please? Can we please? Right. But I'm thinking that's why the cat never wanted to be in the house, because I anoint every house that I move into. That's also the house my leg got burned in as well. That's the house, remember when I told y'all the dog that I had, she never went in the kitchen. And this day she goes in between the kitchen. I'm thinking, Auntie. But she couldn't have been the cat because she gave me the cat. But do I think that she used to turn in? I don't know how it worked. I don't know. Because she was there to give us the cat. But maybe she could transform into that same kind of cat. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It was spooky. But that's also where, I don't know. But let me tell you though, that's also where, remember I told y'all when I was in the kitchen, if this is my refrigerator, this the wall, this my refrigerator, it's that little space in between the refrigerator and stove, and this is my stove right here. The sink was over there. I had a big island, right? My dog was never, ever, 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 ever allowed in my in my kitchen, and she wouldn't go past that area. She would just go to the other side where the couches were. She would not go past the area. I don't care if somebody called her. She's still not gonna do it. She wouldn't go. This day it was just me and her, and I tell y'all this. She went into my kitchen and stood exactly where I was standing 4 hours later when I got burnt and almost lost my leg. She kept looking at me like, you don't see this right here? But right before she did that, I told y'all the TV that I had at the time downstairs, it didn't have a remote to it. So we would have to get up and turn the TV on and off. Well, right before she did this, the TV clicked on and off. And it kind of made the hair on my body because I was braiding my hair. She's on the other end of the couch. And I'm like, what the heck? But right before the TV cut off, her ears pricked up, right? But I thought it might have been somebody walking in the courtyard. Y'all, soon as her ears, like, set up, the TV clicked on and off. And I was like, mind you, you gotta go in. And so then I was like, okay, but the lights didn't flicker nothing. And she kind of got up out her little thing, like, what the heck? So I kept on braiding because it clicked back on. So I was like, maybe they hit a box or something. So I keep on braiding my hair, and then she gets up and she's like going back and forth from the kitchen. And I'm like, what's wrong? You need to go outside. Try to go outside. She didn't want to go outside. She kept looking right here in between the stove, the refrigerator and the stove. And so I go in there and I'm like, what is wrong with you, crazy dog? And she's looking up at me and looking like at the thing and like, you don't see that? And right where I was standing when she did that, exactly where I was standing, this was at 12 noon. At 4 o'clock, 4:15 in the afternoon, that's where I got burnt at with boiling water. And remember I told y'all it was like something was holding the pot because it wasn't that much water in the pot for it to do. And it's like something like if I was trying to drink this cup and somebody didn't want me to drink it and they're doing like this and I'm trying to, that's exactly what was happening. Because why would I pour boiling water on my own leg? I've been cooking since I was a kid. Dogs can see them or feel them. Yep, because exactly where she kept taking me to 4 hours later, I was cooking, and that's where I got burned. No joke. Matter of fact, it was 2 kids at the end of the island, and it wasn't my daughters. My daughters was upstairs. Their friends would just come over every day and watch me cook or whatever. They was sitting at the end of the thing watching it happen. It was crazy. But you know what else? Both of those little girls lived in tumultuous houses. Right? The one little girl on the right-hand side, Nevaeh, heaven backwards, her mom was unalived and she saw it. Do y'all know when I was getting burned, she was smiling? Because my daughters fell out with her about that. When they came downstairs and saw, like, she was literally, I'm looking this little girl in the face and she is smiling. I'm like this with the pot and the water, and I'm like, because this was boiling water that poured down my leg, and I'm like, I can't breathe. I don't know. I mean, my air started being singed off. She was smiling, smirking, just as big. I will never forget that. I said, oh, yeah. Baby, you got to go. You got to go. And she did not come back to my house no more after that. I said, something ain't right about that. It was weird, baby. She was cheesing hard. And she got in a lot of trouble in school. There's a lot going on with her. Mom did drugs, is what I understand. She was real bad on drugs. But she like saw her. I don't know if she got shot or like she saw her ODing. I don't even remember how mom died, but she was there when mom. And she was only like maybe 5 at the time or something. But at this time, she was probably like 10, 9 or 10. And you could tell it was something different. She was real sneaky, real, you know, you can just kind of tell. And I be trying to help the kids out, whatever. They always want to be at my house. So you said I just reminded you of something. Yeah, it was a lot of real weird stuff that went on over there. She was troubled. Yep, you could feel that spirit on her. She one of them people like her. She'll tear up your kid stuff and hide it and say she didn't do it or take something or, stuff like that. Yep. So, yeah. I just be thinking back now, because once you get certain information and you learn certain things, I knew it was something with that whole space because it was just too much stuff that was happening there. But also, Like I said, I've come in contact with a lot of different people in my life, and I've learned a lot. Yeah, them eye gates was open that night. Listen, it was in the day, girl. Damien little sister, dang near. Cause I think she was already drinking and stuff. There's a lot going on with that baby. It was a lot going on with her. Mm-hmm. Hindsight is 2020. But you know what? Sometimes I think you have to experience those things, not completely understand, so that God can send you just like I said today. With the story I done told y'all about my birth, I don't know how many times, and I never knew it was called a cryptic pregnancy until today. Yeah, I'm sorry, this nose ring is driving me crazy. I think I need another one. I'm gonna get one of my other ones out. But I've been telling y'all that they kept telling my mama she wasn't pregnant. They kept telling her, like, she took blood tests, P tests, all this stuff. They kept telling her she wasn't pregnant. They didn't pick me up on the sonogram or nothing. And then I find out today that that's what a cryptic pregnancy is. I said, maybe that's why I be attracted to certain things. You know? And I don't like people to see me. I don't really like being out in big crowds of people. Like, it explains a lot about my life. In real life. Hiding. Yeah. Yeah. You never heard of that until I said it? Well, I'm saying I didn't know it was called a cryptic pregnancy. I didn't know that. And then I was thinking about it. I'm like, dang, when I was watching it, I'm like, that's what my mama been telling me happened with me my whole life. She said, girl, I knew I was pregnant. They kept telling me I wasn't. They didn't find you. It wasn't showing up in the blood test and the P test, not on the sonogram, nothing. You hear me? And then to find out at about to be 44 that there's a name for that, and it's called cryptic pregnancy. So, yeah. Yeah. You know, so information is is uh liberating. It's a lot of things, you know? Have y'all anybody else learned anything here that made your life make sense in other areas? Something simple too. It might not have even been a big thing. I know yesterday hit a lot of folks hard. That's why I woke up and my whole house was flooded. Folks found out a lot about themselves yesterday. I can always tell when it hits hard because it be some crazy stuff on this end. When we was reading yesterday and what we was talking about yesterday, folks was clutching their pearls. I know this lady. She was pregnant with twins. One took over the other twin. Even one. She could have been lying, but I don't know. Yeah, they can absorb the other one. They can absorb the other one. A lot of twins get absorbed. Yep. They get absorbed into the other one. That happens. You said and did. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I can tell when stuff hit, y'all. Y'all think I be joking, but look how the enemy been coming for me. I've been dreaming a lot. All kind of stuff. I'm like, what the heck? It be like that. I was thinking about that and I did not want to. I got to be careful I thought about what I said and I hope I didn't offend you. And if I did, I'm sorry. You hear me? Because I don't be wanting to take it lightly, but sometimes, like, I don't be wanting to come off harsh. I didn't say take it lightly. But I understand that I have to be delicate in these situations, you know? And I actually thought about that yesterday. And I was like, oh, I hope, okay. Because I don't be wanting y'all to think like I just, you know? Because I am concerned and my nieces and nephews' health and stuff is important to me and their conditions. So if I ever offend you, y'all, you made me go further to step. High five. High five. High five. High five. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of y'all. Girl, I read that story last night and was like, what he act like he didn't know her? That was a trip too, wasn't it? You hurt my feelings. When? When I hurt your feelings, Queen? You gonna say which time? Right. Y'all already know. When? She's so pretty. Yeah, because everybody already said, I know Queen. Right. We already know. Ain't nobody fooling with you. Ordered your physical copy today. Good job. Come on now. Yesterday, it was all lumbered up. Listen. He don't be it changed your whole understanding, don't it? See how they be trying to make God like he fluffy? Y'all think God is fluffy after being over here? And she be, ooh, not they snitching. Ooh, they said you be supposed to be on Facebook. Ooh, you do? Ooh. Ah! Yesterday's class is on YouTube, yes. They just snitched on you. I love you too. I love you too. Oh. Oh. She said, how dare y'all tell on her? Queen have the good ones a lot. You know what? She do her thing. She do. I'm grateful. Because sometimes when I go back, I be tickled for my own self. I say, you know what, God? This is why they be laughing at me. But I'm going to say this. The reason I don't mind is because hopefully it helps other people see that these biblical stories are like real life. I pray that when y'all come here, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because it hit differently when you can see yourself in the story, or your cousin, or your grandma, your granddaddy. You can relate. Right or no? Auntie. All my aunties, all my cousins, all my uncles. My cousin was in ectopic pregnancy. My aunt had an abortion and it seemed successful, but only got rid of his twin. My aunt didn't know she was pregnant with twins until he was born. Dang. You said amen because my family needs to see it's real. I'm saying these classes make you want to do better. Oh, Miss Lady. That make me happy. Yeah. That make me happy. Oh, you all right? Yes, because Mark 5 was telling me what was going on with my cousin. Ooh! Ooh! I had a pregnancy that was absorbed completely, no twin, just an empty sac. Wow. Wow. Listen. I had to tell my husband, like, you gotta lead this family. Our oldest is asking to go to church. Yeah. Yeah. And is seeking God. Yeah. Yeah. But Mom, you can do a lot too. It ain't called the church house for no reason. Oh shoot. I had to catch up. My video was behind. Y'all all right? Yes, I put a smile on my face to see CERCA up there singing. We talked about it. Lord Jesus. You put that video? Girl. Queen. Now we gonna have to start, we gonna start talking about which ones. You know I got people that don't like me over there. This how they be seeing my content. Because I got them blocked over here. They can see it through your stuff. Damn it. Now we gonna have to get a content something. Cause you might be letting the niggas I don't want to see me see me. You hear me? Now hold on now. Now you just hold on a damn minute. Cause wait a minute. If I'm blocking them from over here and over here, and you I'm calling you tomorrow. We're gonna have a meeting, you and I. Don't try to act like you're sick or you just got too busy. I'll be calling you tomorrow. You give me one moment. We're gonna talk, you and I. Me and you. Us. We need to have a meeting. You just wait one moment. You wait till the morning. Y'all. Because I do not like that wet carpet smell. I already put down my baking soda, but I already see I'm going to have to give me a carpet cleaner. That ain't going to work. Because I do not like that smell. And then to look at, like, I don't, my carpet looked new when I moved in, except for one spot. But to see all that damn dirt come up in my shop vac, I said this carpet probably like the I know. Because I don't wear shoes in my house except for house shoes. I don't wear like outside shoes in here. Probably why my allergies be crazy. You know? Listen here. Thank you, Pumpkin Girl. This what God sent me to the earth for. You hear me? And to be honest with you, I don't want to do nothing else. Yes, I know, Tosh. I know. I thank you, Sarah. I believe it. I'm looking into some options, y'all, because y'all not gonna stop sending me stuff. This I know, and I do not want to be a hoarder, and that is a real thing. So I've been praying. I've actually been asking God to order my steps, and I just want to get like a 3-bedroom with a basement. You know what I'm saying? Or upstairs, downstairs. I really want a basement, but if I can't get a because living in Missouri, you can get a basement easy. Everything got basement, so that's really what I want. But I kind of want a walkout basement, you know, that I can add on to, like know my property line, so that I can have my little hut, my little hobbit hole. Y'all remember we talked about hobbit holes? Who remember us talking about hobbit holes? Yes. Y'all remember us talking about the hobbit holes? Anybody? I want one of those. I want a hobbit hole. And I'm going to make one. Yep, I want me a hobbit hole. That's what I want. So. And do. That's what I want. You know? And that would be my project. Yeah. Yeah. I want enough space where I can build me a hobbit hole. And I want it to look just like the one on Lord of the Rings. Bilbo Baggins' place. I want it to look just like Bilbo Baggins' place. You hear me? That's what I want. They have them in Ireland and stuff. People really live in those now. Y'all know that, right? Did y'all know that? That's the most, like, economic house you can live in. They're a little expensive to buy. Like, to build. But you don't really have to pay no heating costs or no cooling costs or nothing. It stays at like a perfect 65. The temperature, depending on where you go, because you have so much earth and stuff over you, right? Yeah. You don't even really have to use, you know. You saw it on America Unearthed. Auntie, ain't they pretty? You seen them, don't they be beautiful? Yeah. Like an igloo, different style. Yep. Yep. And you can make like, yeah. Yeah. That's what I want. Mm-hmm. That's what I want for myself. A hobby hole. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's what I want. I want the wood door and everything. I'm going to build it myself. Yep. You said sounds like the huts that are in Africa. They say the best temperature. Right. Right. And they're very eco-friendly. Right. So that's what I want. That's what I want. And you got to think about it. Gandalf can't visit banging his head on the... you're right. I don't know if I could do that. But they don't... Not in these, auntie. Because you know how they doing the concrete houses? No. Listen. Y'all know how they doing the 3D printed houses? That's what I would do. I would just do the 3D printed space in there. That's cheap. Yeah. Right. And then put my wood up wherever I want my wood. I would just do that. Because the concrete gonna stay the temperature of... It's just like having all... Like how they build them houses in the mountains in Arizona in different places. Well, it's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to be. Mm-hmm. It's gonna have to be. It is. It's gonna have to be. Give me some beans and stuff up under there. Yep, I'm ready. We're gonna do the concrete. For the bottom at least. But you gotta think, if they do that, those things can withstand the concrete, the 3D printed houses, they can withstand a lot of shock value too. You know that, right? Especially if it's not how you know high, they can withstand a lot. Yeah. And up in the my dad worked for a guy that lived in what is it, Valley over there? Paradise Valley. And his house, this man, his house was one of the first houses built in like the 60s or whatever, or the 50s, something like that. Might have been 40s, I don't know. Up in Paradise Valley Mountain. His house was built into the mountain. He was one of the first people. His name was Mr. Gross. And he owned like NBC's or something like that. He died like 20, 30 years ago. But yeah, his house was built. He said he was one of the first people to own Paradise Valley Mountain. So if you look up Paradise Valley and look at, and he was at the top. He wasn't in the middle at the base. He was at the top of the mountain. My dad used to be a nurse for that man. He loved my dad too. He was one of them rich people that like to just give my dad stuff. He would pay my dad whatever he wanted to be out there in his house. When he died, they gave my parents like a car. And you said you want to leave the hood. Okay. Have you looked up the NACA program? Somebody told me about it. Look up the NACA program. If you can prove that you can pay your mortgage, whatever you're trying to get for 6 months, there you go. There's your way out. They pay your clothing costs and everything. The NACA program. You used it to buy your first house this year? Come on. Go look it up on the internet. NACA. NACA, NACA. They having a workshop coming up in Indy. Come on, Day. High five. Boom. Yep. They pay your closing costs. You asking too much questions now. You said you want to move out the hood. We not worried about my business. It's the internet, babe. You said you wanted to get out of the hood. I'm giving you a way to do it. There you go. We ain't talking about me. We are not talking about me. There you go. Look up the NACA program. Anybody, my 18, 19-year-olds. Yeah, 18, 19-year-olds, 2021. Instead of paying $2,000 a month for an apartment. And they say, and you can use your Section 8 voucher if you have one. Come on, Housing Authority has the program First Time Buyer Habitat for Humanity. But this is a different program. It's like you're guaranteed to get, and they have to give you the best interest rates. Baby, Naya, before you start asking me questions, I need you to go to the internet pumpkin and type in NACA and go looking. Because a lot of the questions you about to ask me, you can answer yourself. I just gave you the information, babe. Get out of class and go on to look up NACA. Start reading. Get your pen and paper out so you can take some notes. So you know what you're doing. You can call them and they'll answer all your questions because I don't know. I'm just giving you an option. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. There you go. I just did it. That's my homework tonight. Okay. I'm chopped. Listen. Y'all know I'm all about, I sow the seed, you plant it, you water it, and you grow it. So can I ask a question real quick? and hopefully y'all gonna be honest, but I know y'all do anyway. How many of you before you came here were kind of the I'll wait for somebody else to get the information and you turned into a I'll get it myself? Or you would wait or call the person you think, whatever. Do you go looking more for information instead of waiting now for other people to do it? Huh? Yeah. No, it's a lot of people though that's like that, and they don't even like. I have to tell people I know, like, hey, why you always talking about you about to call somebody? Get on your phone and find out for yourself. Quit going through people to get information and get it yourself. Let's see. Make sure y'all can read this good. Okay, there we go. You see this right here? It says, don't repeat yourself. I probably saw it the first time. That's a class rule over here. You see it right here? Don't tell me what to do and don't repeat yourself. I probably saw it the first time. I did. Evidently, I didn't want to answer a silly question. Yeah. I get it. So, with that, um, yeah. And sometimes, yes. I don't think people have learned on the internet etiquette, and they definitely don't read rooms because they just say whatever. And it's sad because you should not just want to act like you got internet Tourette's and just type stuff thinking you're going to get an answer and you ain't even talking about nothing we talking about. I don't know why people do that. I absolutely don't. It's weird. But this is not the normal internet over here, I promise you. Like, we don't go for the silly dilly stuff. Some people don't. Right. And some people just say whatever and just whatever. Right. Right. Right, Nevaeh. Bad manners on and off social media. So with that, uh now do y'all understand why I kind of set this class up the way that I did and we just ignore clowns? Because when you ignore crazy people, they go away. They do. They just go away. They just like drift on off into another class. You know? Do y'all find yourself doing that? Who finds themselves doing that a lot more now? Like stuff you probably would have responded to back in the day and been on it, you just be like, you said yes, even on phone calls. And will. I know y'all on the. You said you didn't text and deleted a whole bunch of times. I believe it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. That ain't the one. Mm-hmm. Hey, Dad. Yep. Didn't want too much. I promise you. Hello. Wait a minute. Hold on, Dad. I'm sorry. Somebody just said something. Give me 1 second. I was just at a club. This person was being crazy on the dance floor. I ignored it and kept moving. Boom, they was going on about it. Circle taught me that if someone yelling, talk softly and they will stop to hear what you saying. It works. I'm trying to tell. It worked with kids too. Did y'all try it with the babies? Sorry, Dad. Hold on 1 second. Did y'all tried it with the kids when they screaming? If you whisper in their ear, they quit crying. It worked with husbands and wives too. You just grab them real tight and start whispering in their ear or start whispering. It worked. It worked with adults as well. It showed because they got to be quiet to listen to you. Mm. What screaming kids? He ain't got nothing but time. He is time, girl. Hey, Dad. I'm sorry. So I know you made everybody, but sometimes I just be thinking, did you have to make everybody? You did. The world would be a boring place without those people. But did you have to make so many? You did. Okay. Right. Uh-huh. You thought it would make it interesting. Right. Okay, but did you look at them before you put them out on the market, or you knew them before they was even formed in their mother's room? Got it. So you knew they was gonna be weird like that, and you still let them come here. But you knew they was gonna get on my nerves. And then I gotta try to be nice to him. I think it's a trick. I think he's setting me up. I mean, I don't know. Well, why do they come over here? I know they're your kids too. I get it. I know we're all your kids. I get that too. But God, I mean, I don't want to say God. Dad, could you not just bring so many of them to WOIU? Just let them stay over in the pool that they were in before. I don't want to deal with them. Please, can you just? I gotta deal with them. I can't only deal with the people I like. Well, why do I gotta be nice to them? That's all I'm trying to. Because it's easy to be nice to people you like. It's scripture, right. Okay. Well, can we just tone it down a little bit with the weirdos? I mean, we're already weird enough. We don't need any extras, really. I still gotta deal with them. I gotta love them in spite of. Well, what about the funny looking ones? You know the ones I'm talking about. Yeah, even them. I'm sorry, excuse me. You pick right. Okay. You know, you've made this a hard thing, and I'm trying to get into the pearly gates, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I don't know. I'm trying it. You tell me not to laugh at people if I think they look funny. If their eyes are too close or too far apart, you say don't laugh. If you, how much you made them look funny. Somebody might think I'm funny looking, but that's fine. I'm not. I'm not sad about it. I mean, they can laugh over there. Right. I don't go bothering nobody though. I stay in my own lane and they come over here messing with me. I just be trying to teach what you taught me. Fine. Fine. No, I wasn't yelling. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna let you have a good eternity. I'm going. All right, I'll talk to you later, Dad. Okay, I heard you. Okay, bye. Cause he got to talk about well, hold on, we ain't talking about me. It's not talking about me. I called to talk about them, those people. He always want to be talking about we ain't talking about me though. That's why you got to get off the phone real fast. Cause I called to talk about the other people you made, and you want to talk about me. Okay, have a good eternity, cause it ain't night or day over there. Fine, right? Let me go. Listen. See, y'all don't talk to him about the things that he made. I ask him all the time, why did you have to make spiders and flies? And stuff with 1,000 legs on them. Millipedes and centipedes and stuff. 4 wasn't enough. Then we had to go to 8. Then we skipped from there all the way up to 100 legs. I mean, I just don't understand. I ask him about all kinds of stuff. You hear me? I ask him why he made all kinds of things. Y'all don't question him. And I'll be trying to ask, well, what made you think that would be beautiful? A fly. It was a centipede on my wall the other morning. I made my son kill it. He almost missed the bus. I'm trying to tell you, I'll take you up there, son. Don't worry about it. Get that bug. Right, a mosquito. Right. Like, why you make that? Y'all don't ever ask him questions, and then you make variations of it. Big and little and yellow and black and green and yellow. Even snakes. Like, why do they have to be here? Yeah, I ask him. See, y'all scared. I don't. I'm not. I'm going to ask. He said he got all the answers, so then I'm going to ask. Why would you make that? I mean, I know you think it's beautiful, but why would you make it? Who decided on roaches? Big ones, little ones, black ones, round ones. Yeah, right. You don't think the world could have been better without roaches, Dad? You got flying roaches and water bugs, and I mean, it's all kinds. Little bitty roaches and big roaches, and I just don't understand why they gotta be here. As much as I hate wasps, I kick my feet in the dirt thinking, yeah, I guess I do like flowers and food. Yeah, he could have made something else. He could have made something else. It didn't have to be something that'll sting your arm off to put the flowers. He could have made them with no stingers. They didn't have to be that. He could have came up. I mean, he came up with all that he came up with. He could have definitely came up with something else. That's how I be thinking, like, I ain't trying to challenge you because your ways is higher than my ways and your thoughts is higher than my thoughts. But can we think about it for a little bit? Like, but guess what? So guess what, though? Who remembers? Right. Exactly. You know where I'm going, Sarah. Can I have my mind back, please? Thank you. I've shared it with y'all now. Going to Adam and Eve. Right? Going to Adam and Eve. Who remembers? Who can tell me the chapter in the first book of Adam and Eve where the dominion was switched? Who can tell me what chapter? We can't be too mad at the mosquitoes because they spit on us to prevent us from bleeding out. No, you're stealing it. Just because you say please and thank you and you about to rob me blind without my permission, I don't care. They're stealing our blood. The mosquitoes. It's not like they buzz in our face and say, excuse me, can I have a little bit of your blood or nothing? And then you gonna spit on me? Girl, You're a thief. You worse than the Rothschilds, stealing people's blood and stuff so you can stay alive without their permission. Mosquitoes is thieves. You did not ask me for my consent. And because you spit on it and don't make me bleed out. Ain't that something? I didn't know that, but thank you. But still. Right. Right. The utmost dish. You ain't asked me if you can have none of my stuff. You just take it. And then because you spit on it, it's supposed to make it better. How about you ask permission? Listen, girl. You gon' take my stuff for you. You a thief. Thief! You gonna take my blood because you spit on it and then you shouldn't have been taking. The spit probably while we eat. It probably is, but you wasn't even supposed to be over here. That's assault. If a human come up and just start trying to take my blood without asking, they'll be in jail. We need to have a bug jail. That's what we need. We need an insect jail. Because they be robbing stuff. Mice, we need a mice jail. They'll come and chew up your shoes. Destruction of property is illegal. And then they be, squatters and stuff. You can't build your house inside of my house and you ain't even supposed to be here. This is against the law. This against you trespassing, right? You cannot be a squatter. You don't pay no rent or nothing. You ain't signed no lease or nothing. You just up in here. Start making you a little nest up in here. Raccoons be stealing and do. Opening doors, walking in folks' houses, going grocery shopping in their house like teenagers and young adults that didn't just moved out and didn't know they needed all the stuff. I'm sick of them. They are squatters, girl. Facts. Listen, just put down 4 traps. One gonna be in jail soon. Listen to me. I'm trying to tell you, they are criminals, the bugs. And the rodents, they are criminals. They are. What's them things? Possums. They'll throw all your trash out. Not that you done came over my house and ate and didn't clean up after yourself. And left a whole mess for somebody else to clean up and just walked off with a fat stomach. Baby, I done had too many of them family members. You can't eat over here unless you gonna clean up your mess when you leave. And then didn't even have the nerve to put the top back on the trash after you done took it off. And look at me when I come out my house looking at me like I shouldn't be looking at you while you stealing my food out the trash. I don't care if I did want it anymore. You didn't ask either. You didn't knock on the door and say, can I go through your trash? Is it all right if I eat over here? You ain't asked me nothing. But I got to go clean up after your mess. I'm tired of them. I got possums and raccoons eating my outdoor cat's food at night. I'm trying to tell you. Walking around singing, I got 5 on it. Right. Right. A staring contest because they sure will look at you looking at them while they sitting up on the girl. Right. I'm done. I'm done with it. Listen here. They are all invaders of privacy in one way or another. Possum shouldn't be made to call them podcasts. Listen. All of them. Listen. We had the dog and husband chasing with the pew pew. I'm trying to tell you with they sticky fingers right. Girl, I ran a possum and she came back with a baby on her back. I mean, soon as I opened the door, oh! Baby, my heart would have went to my feet. My heart would have, I didn't did that because I used to keep my trash right outside my door. Baby, that's why I moved that trash on the other side of that garage. Because they sure will be right there at your door, honey. And will. Ooh. Oh, and them eyes at night. If you open the door and you just running the trash out, baby, listen, that will give you a whole heart attack. The way they are, mm-mm. Good evening. I don't want no parts of it. Oh, you said y'all got me over here scratching. You started it with the mosquitoes. No, I'm just playing. She said, look at me and my baby. We moving in. I'm trying to tell you, But okay. Who went to Adam? I need y'all to go. Come on. Where did that change to where animals could attack us? What chapter of Adam and Eve did that happen? Anybody can tell me? You can skim through and find it. Da-na-na-na. Na 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 na. Yep, y'all was supposed to be checking. Oh yeah. I know where. I said what chapter. Yep. I told you where to go. I said what chapter, Miss Lady? Tell me what chapter it changed. What chapter? Possums be on my front fence. My yard walking. Oh, in your yard. Oh. Yeah, they used to be in my trash can, honey. I'd go out there, and at first I thought it was the dogs, like tipping, but the trash can would never be tipped over. The trash can would never be tipped over. And so I was like, how was it a dog? And it was a big tall trash can. But the trash would, they throwing it all out on the ground and stuff. And then I found out it was raccoons and it was possums. Raccoons' hands freak me out. Because they look like little human hands. I just don't trust them. And then they always got a bandana on, so I'll be a little nervous around them. You put out winter shelters for outdoor animals. Yeah. Their little hands is freaky to me. Like, why your hands look like ours? That's spooky. And they can open doors and stuff, too, and be like, that's too much. That's too much for me. Yeah, they be slick too. Yeah, he got a bandana on, nephew. They wear bandanas every day. You can't trust people to keep a bandana over their eyes. That's the robber mentality. I mean, they literally look like robbers every day, all day. They got on black and white, black and gray, nigga, and they keep black forces on. You cannot trust a nigga in black forces, baby, and they wear black forces and black bandanas over their eyes every day. Mask. And they too quiet. Nope. Always sneaking out the shadows and stuff. Watching. Nope. They always got on some black Air Forces. You can't trust them. You can't. You cannot trust them, nephew. Think about it. Don't they look like a nigga that's about to kick in the door to you? They do. They look like the Jump Out Boys. One of the two. You can't trust them. You cannot trust them. You can't trust them. Didn't I tell y'all people be like animals to me? People are like animals to me for real. And I don't even mess with animals, but I study animal behavior. If you start to study the animal kingdom and then look at people, baby, you be like, I know exactly what kind of animal you are. Yeah. And they don't even gotta look like the animal, but their character be like that. You say, I see the similarities too. Nephew, it's weird, ain't it? Just the people around you for like a week. Go, just look at them. Kind of study what they do. And then go look at Animal Planet or something. Just watch a couple different animal videos about different animals that you think, listen, you'll be like, weasels. Oh, yeah, I told you. Weasels. Weasels are, it's a lot of people that's weasels. Ferrets, sure is. They is. It's a whole bunch of them. He said, I was trying to show you a person with a big nose and an ear on her neck. Yeah. Oh, I believe it. There's a condition. I think I saw it. It's a lot of jackals too. You ain't lying. Hyenas, yeah, jackals and hyenas, and jackals and hyenas are gross. Well, hyenas for sure. Snoop is always going to be that Doberman from now on. Listen, that part. But I'm not even just saying and how they look. I'm talking about their character and how they move through life. If you go and study the animal kingdom and you study the people around you, you will see something. You will see something. Like, so the Leo person that I dated, right? I thought about how certain lion, and I'm not saying all, I'm just telling y'all from my experience. He acted like a male lion. Right? Y'all know the character of a male lion, what they do? What is the leader of the pack, the leader of the whatever do? What does a male lion do? What's his job? What's he do? No, a real lion. A real one, nephew. Animal Planet. Yep. Lay down. He got lots of women. He's very controlling. Don't want no other niggas around. And he gonna wait for the chicks to go get the food and stuff. Damn near throw you in danger to go get some food to feed him. And then he get the biggest portion. Even though he didn't go out looking for no meat. You said Joe is a bear. Interesting. You've studied how bears do. Oh, that means he can be very violent when he wants to. No, I'm just playing. he's a soft cuddly bear. Because when bears get up, they not nice. When they finally get on and stand on up, now hold on. We talking about real animals. See, y'all think about stuffed animals. I know what a bear do. See, y'all not with me. Y'all not here with me. I'm gonna grab y'all face here. This me grabbing y'all face. Let's talking about real animals, honey. Chin up. Real animals, not stuffed, okay? All right, TT's talking to you about real animals. I'm gonna grab y'all face now. Here, come here. Look me in my eyes. I'm talking about real animals. You know what, Naisha? Chapter 7, first book of Adam and Eve. I'm still skimming to confirm. Good job. Good job, nephew. We not talking about TV animals. We talking about real animals. You found it? What is that, 35 or 34? You know I don't know no Trish. What is it? 15? What is that? X is 10, right? Y'all hit me with this every time. What is that, 26? 24? 25? I don't know. 29. There you go. Okay. So it's the 29th chapter. Thank you. I don't know why y'all do me like that. 37. See, y'all just throwing numbers out there. Look at it. See, that's why. Right. If you don't know, you don't say now. Come on. You got to find the answer. So you said chapter 7. Somebody else said 19, 29, 37. Or 45. Or 52. Because they don't know. Like, where is it? Sorry, it's 19. Okay. Not where the animals attack, where we lost our dominion over the animals and they were able to attack us. Not when they attacked, but when God flipped it from at first they couldn't attack us and then they could. Because you remember, at first they couldn't attack us. Remember? We had complete dominion over animals. Now we do not. Now animals are able to attack us. That was a part of us falling too. That was a part of us losing our height and our space in this whole ecosystem we call life, right? This whole planetary deal that we got going here, this human experience. So at first, the snakes and all of that, bears, nothing, sharks, dogs, couldn't nothing bite us, hurt us, nothing. But there was a point after Adam and Eve sinned that God took, we still rule over animals, but they can buck up against us and kill us. They were not able to do that at first. So what chapter is that in the first book of Adam and Eve? Isn't that interesting to know that we could have lived a life where there were no spider bites, there were no snake bites, there were no poisonous insects, nothing. Hey, hey, there were no poisonous bites, no shark attacks, none of that stuff. Do you realize when Adam and Eve sinned, that brought that on us too? Not just the 70, chapter 7, verse 5. Chapter 7, verse 5, Ashley? Okay, so Ashley said it's chapter 7. Somebody said it's chapter 19. But think about how different life would be if ticks could not bite us and make us sick, like deer ticks. Prior to them falling, all of that kind of stuff, deer ticks, leeches, all of that, they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't, no spiders, no snakes, no nothing. Yep, it wasn't. It wasn't no poisonous plants and thorns and stuff either. Remember, God said he was going to bring that stuff up. They messed up, right? Mosquitoes we wouldn't get mosquito bites, poison ivy, things like that. Those things would not be here. Ain't that crazy? Those things came up with, she's right, chapter 7, verse 5. Okay, come on. Come on, punky butt. Indeed. Yep, it's chapter 7, verse 5. Good job. Good job. Everything was perfect. There was no danger or anything. Yep. So when people ask you, well, why would God let that happen? You can take them back to that, right? Poisonous snake bites, any of those things. Yep, they let all of that in. That was part of the spiritual death and carnal death that we in the suffering. Yep. Isn't that interesting to think about though, y'all? Yeah. Yeah, all of it. It all love y'all. We love you too. Continues to shake fist at Eve, right? But think about that. How many people have died of snake bites since Adam and Eve sinned? How many people have been attacked by some kind of creature out of the water or a bear? Not that these things happened, but to know that none of that could have ever happened. Nobody would be mauled by a dog. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these different things. Like they wouldn't even be able to put a scratch on us. Yeah, it's a real thing. A lot of stuff changed. And see, now do y'all understand? Yep. Yep. But think about this though. Right? Now do y'all understand why I say it's very important for us to go back to the real beginning? Not just the beginning they want us to know, but the actual beginning. You don't think that this is information because there's people that's mad at God because they don't know what happened and why that's even able to happen. This is stuff that'll help people. Adam and Eve can help a lot of people. And that's why I be asking y'all to share that with people, because there's so many people that have so many answers that they need, questions they need answered, and a lot of them are in Adam and Eve. A ton of them, a ton, because we couldn't go through nothing the first people didn't go through, right? That's how it turns into generational curses. They was here for 930 years. At least 9 of our lives. If every one of us lived to be 100 and so, 105 or so, they lived 9 of our years, for sure. So it's a lot of things that they went through that's not listed in books. Some of it is. We just got to find the other names. But 930 years is a long time. Right. But y'all don't think that's information that people need to know? I do. And that's why I say, like, I'm grateful that God let me get down to, like, the nitty gritty of it all. Instead of all of the big, fabulous, whatever. This little stuff is monumental as well. You know what I mean? It's the little pieces, instead of just the grand salvation. Not that we didn't need it, but he was like, learn why y'all even need it. Learn why you even need salvation. Is everybody talking about they saved, but why did you even need salvation? 900 years, that was a lot of knowledge, right? 930, right? Because sometimes you be mad at yourself because you can't stop doing certain things, or you don't want to do certain things. Well, if you go and find out that Adam and Eve did it, you be like, okay, so I got it from my freaking parents. Ugh! Right? So you know what to pray against. If you read Adam and Eve and it don't resonate with you in several areas in your thought life, why you were drawn to things that were not good for you, how you kept falling for the same things, that's all of us. Right? 9 centuries, right? 90 decades. Interesting. Listen. Yeah. Could you imagine living that long? Yes, because there's people out here thinking women should have dominion over men. Yes, because there's people out here thinking women should have dominion over men. And that was lost. Oh, make that make sense real quick. I'm listening. Because you couldn't have been in a class we had the other day. Are you saying shouldn't have? Ahaya, was you in our class the other day? Was you here when we read the story of Deborah or Deborah in the Bible? Huh? Have you ever read that story? She was a judge. Oh, okay. Right. Because, yeah, I don't know if I can agree with that, because, like, one of God's prophetess, whatever you want to call her, she was the ruler of all of Israel, led them to a victory, and did a whole bunch of other stuff. And it says God chose her because there was no men that were suitable to lead Israel at that time. So I don't know. I feel like it has a. Sometimes people take that. I ain't gonna say they take it out of context, but he showed you a lot of women to rule, so, and to win wars and all kinds of stuff. So I don't know. Because she had dominion over every man of Israel, even the elders. She was the judge and the ruler. They wouldn't even go nowhere without, if she didn't say, they wasn't going. That topic comes up a lot. It's the KJV that flipped the context of that. Yeah, it's how they put it out. I mean, we did basically, in a sense, the Bible says that you're going to serve your husband, right? But then again, it tells the men to treat your wife like God treat the church. And God don't treat the church bad. You see what I'm saying? So it's like key parts that, the way that they worded it. But that's why it's important that we get the rest of the story. You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it's a good thing to go read Adam and Eve and Jubilees, Jasher, and that. Right. Yeah. Because God said treat your spouse as God He treated the church. And God, why is everyone arguing over patriarchy? Because they don't have the substance of the word. That's what I keep saying. Most church people, whether they uh Hebrew Israelite, Baptist, Methodist, they only got the KJV. Or they only have the Quran and they don't read nothing else. But God said this ain't all that there is, even in all those other books. Right? So you get 3 sentences of the story. I mean, okay, think about this. Again, Adam and Eve lived 930 years. They didn't put how many kids they had in there, right? They didn't list none of the daughters' names. They didn't tell us nothing about their life except for they was created, they sinned, and they started to multiply. 930 years is a long time. You hear me? So then when you go and you read that only from a patriarchal view, because they scripted it to look like that, you have to also know that, yeah, that's why you got to read the rest of it. You see what I'm saying? Because they never even tell you when Eve died. That's how you know that's crazy. She died 6 days after Adam, and they never tell you that there's nowhere in the Bible that she died. So you got to know that they arguing over stuff, and they haven't went and found the other information, or else they wouldn't be arguing, because they would know. You hear me? Something so massive. The first 2 people that everybody believes started us, for the most part, all religions believe or whatever, that the earth started with 2 people, Allah, God, whoever you call him. He molded some folks, and however they got here with the wop. Okay, bam. And this is why people be like, I don't believe in the Bible because if it was only sons born, blah, 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 blah. Just like with Jesus. Oh, Mary wasn't a virgin because Jesus had older brothers and sisters. Right, because their daddy was a widower. He was a widower. He had grown kids. His wife had died. And he didn't want this little girl for real, but he took her anyway. Right? So then people won't believe that Mary was a virgin because Joseph had kids. Like men that have kids don't marry chicks that don't got no kids all the time. He don't have no kids by her, but he got kids. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of information that's not in there as to why people be arguing. But see, that's why I talked about most people are worried about the mechanics and the laws and that instead of getting to the nitty gritty of the situation. They want to they're following all of these whatevers, and they missing the rest of it. It go right over their head. Like what they really should be concerned about, it go over their head. Exactly, Auntie. They scripted it that way. It barely talks about anyone's wife outside of them giving birth. Yeah, right. Right. And how they doing all this without no women around? It says, and they had other sons and daughters. And they had, it don't even give you all of the lines. They only give you the line that leads to Jesus. That's it. And then Cain. They only give you those 2 lines, but they had other children. 50 or 60 other children. So where they lines at? But they only give us the line. They give us the lineage of the line of Jesus and who he was going to come out of and what started it. Like the rest of it ain't there. But if we go to the Jubilees and all of those different books, then we find the information. And so then we can make a better decision about what this word is really saying. But that's why he said it's mysteries in my word, and if you don't go seeking, you won't find them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You said your mom will not allow you not to be curious, right? I mean, just going through the first 5 books of the Bible, it's so much that's not there. You like, females these days have a standard of not accepting men with kids, so of course they won't understand. Niggas too. Niggas too. They don't want nobody, and I get it. Cause I'm gonna be honest. I don't want nobody kids that ain't grown. I don't want to be with nobody that don't got grown kids. And that's the truth. Only because I raised my kids. My son about to be 30. My baby about to be 21. I don't want nobody with little kids. Like 2 and 5 and 6. Oh, no. Mm-mm. Like if I see dude with a baby, I'm sorry. The same way they used to hate on me, it sucks. But no, I done did that already. My kids is grown, so I don't want you to, you know what I mean? I'm ready to sit down and we cooking for us. If the grandkids come visit or something, okay. But dating somebody that got little kids right now, like you got a 2-month-old, or a 5-month-old, or even 7 is little to me. Cause we got 13 more years or so to be going to singing contests and all that, and I don't want to. I'm tired. You said not being funny, but who cares? We are all trying to get home. I know I am. But what are you talking about? You know you just came out of nowhere. I don't know what you're talking about. That's understandable. But somebody, a person that's begging can't be choosy. Oh no, yeah. Yeah, like it was dudes that used to try to tell me, I ain't gonna date you because you ain't got no kids. Nigga, I wouldn't date you anyway. Hey, you're not even my type. Didn't I tell a nigga quick. I never wouldn't talk to you anyway. There go my sister, she'll tell you. I used to be turning down niggas left and right. You asked me. You came over here. Damn, you got 4 and do. Shut them down quick and did and walked the hell off. You came over here, baby. You see this van. What, you think I'm just a young girl riding around in a van? You see all the car seats, nigga. I didn't ask you for nothing. You came over here. You got a whole bunch of kids and do never asked you for nothing because I never even knew you existed till you came over here trying to talk to me. Joe was 53 when we got married. I was 29. Nathan was 2 years old. He told me he had to think long and hard before we got serious. Yeah, at least he thought about it. Yeah. Nephew, listen. I'm not against marrying nobody with kids. I mean, I married my ex-husband. He had 3, I had 4. We had 7 together. You hear me? But our kids was all in the same ages. Like our oldest, everybody had somebody right there with them except for one. Excuse me, because one of his children passed away. But if we would have had 8, and they was all the same within a 3-month period, all of them. I had a baby in 97. He had a baby in 97. I had a baby in 99. He had a baby in 99. I had a baby in 2002. You said, oh, Lord, I don't want anybody else with kids unless it's a dog. Hear my cry. You funny, sis. She said, That's the thing. I feel like to each his own, right? To each his own. But it's hard to date people that have kids with people that they don't have a good relationship with. Like my ex-husband, he didn't have to worry about my baby daddies calling and tripping, nothing. But anybody that I dated didn't have to worry about that. They tried that, oh, who you got around? Nigga, anyway, moving on. Here, meet him, hello. But because I wasn't going to let them give them no problems. It's only going to be respect. But it's a lot of people that be playing that, they want to play that toxic baby mama, but I didn't play none of that with your baby mama or with my baby. I'm not doing none of that. I tried it with and without, and I just won't. Girl, that part, I get it. You hear me? But yeah, I just like it was a lot of stuff I wasn't gonna deal with because he ain't with you no more, and you're not about to be trying to use your kids to like get him. That's stupid, girl. You ain't gotta do all that. Call my phone. I know if you want some BS. Who is you, girl? I'm who here right now. Now, when I leave or whatever, that's something different. But you ain't about to keep getting this nigga angry. Girl, you miserable. Why is you calling over here and messing up this house if your life's so good? That's how you be trying to show it on the ground and wherever else. Because, baby, with my life happy, I ain't thinking about nobody that used to make me unhappy. And I'm definitely trying to not to make nobody unhappy. So you're not as happy as you say if you always worried about what's going on over here. If your kids come back and they not bruised, beaten, and they better than what they was, you need to shut up and go do something. Find you something to do. Hell, one of the guys that I dated, his baby mama moved in with a, well, he wasn't even living with me. He was like, but his kids started coming and spending the night. Well, the kids brought the mama. The mama brought her other two kids. Now, mind you, he wasn't even here. Right? So, we upstairs, like, and baby mama, her kids, and her friend and her daughter, they moved in my living room. I said, listen, and you don't laugh out loud. When you don't matter, you don't exist. We move on over here and do. But I'm not about to be fussing. Listen, you know, I have 8 kids, and I feel like my kids is the reason that I'm still single. Oh, no. Girl, I know niggas that are married chicks with 10 kids. That don't mean nothing. The right man, if he wants you, that ain't gonna mean nothing. It's not gonna mean anything. Baby, that all that say, you know what that means. Why is you trying to play like that? You know exactly. They be scared. Not of the children. They know you got how many kids? Oh, man. I don't know if I'm ready to be a daddy again or not. It's a whole different thing to that. One thing I do know is you won't argue. You say what you say, and there's 2 choices. Get it or move around. Girl, tell these people. You know what, church? It's only 2 options. She done seen it several times. And that's friends, foes, family. She done seen it all. I'm trying to tell you. She's telling you the truth. Y'all better listen to her. I'm not giving you a whole bunch of options. Either you going to do right or you not. That's it. Either you going to do right as my friend or not. That's it. You going to do right as my spouse or not. That's it. There is no in between. We not about to play here. I'm not about to act like I don't know. No, you're an idiot. First of all, because you're trying to play on my intelligence. Baby, listen. This is why I be by myself. She'll tell you. This is the thing. Would I like to be in a relationship? Of course. Would I be in the wrong relationship? Hell no. As y'all can see, I be finding stuff to do. That man came in my head. He said, are you an artist? No, but I'm not going to be preoccupying my time with stuff I don't want to deal with. That's stupid. Right? Why would I preoccupy my time with something I don't want to deal with? You think that's going to make me happy? No. Whenever I'm supposed to meet the person, they'll show up. Everything else do. So until then, I'm going to keep pouring into myself. Because I don't be wanting them back. They be wanting me back. The people I've dated, they keep in contact with me. I definitely don't be trying to find out where they at, where they doing, but they know what I'm doing. They do. They sure do. If they got to ask through my friends, family, be user 24630. Y'all see, my baby daddy was in here. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, that blew me. I said, hey, baby daddy. I didn't even know you be watching me on TikTok. I felt like a baby daddy might, but yeah, you didn't told on yourself talking about we can't hear you because of your stream is messing up. I think that's where I am too, Circa. I'm certainly not going to be involved in something that's not right anymore. So until then, I'll be here in this house. Y'all was on here when I was at the park that day. I didn't even know he'd be in here. He gonna text me talking about your life is messing up. What are you doing in my life? We don't talk every day. We talk once or twice a year, if that. Hey, baby daddies, if y'all watching. Hey, exes and whoever else might be in here. Hello. Hello. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all think I be just no, it's the truth. They be in here. Sorry. And that might be harsh, but guess what? That kept down a lot of craziness in my life. They speak. What you say? And be the mood. Listen. This is the thing, y'all. People feel like you have to deal with them. I do not have to deal with your bad behavior. I don't care. If I don't deal with my own mother's bad behavior, why would I deal with yours? It was a time when I just hang up in my mama's face. And I know that's rude. But I don't have to accept your bad behavior. And that's a problem. We bear a lot of weight that we don't have to. As much as I love my kids more than anything on this planet, baby, I will hang up in their face and block them too. I think, hell, two of me and my daughters ain't talking right now. They got me blocked and I got them blocked. We do what you do. And do I come on here crying every day talking about my daughters won't talk to me? No. I think it's been about a month for 2 months. I'm still going to live my life. I'm not about to be sad. They got to live their life. I'm still learning how to be 44, baby. I do not have to be, I don't got time to be worried about, I didn't been those ages. You said, come on now, been almost 10 years for me. I'm not dealing with anything toxic, family or not. I want to be in peace and happy. I'm trying to tell you. How many of y'all done let go of certain situations that you just thought you had to deal with before you came here? And it has been easier and easier to let them go. Not that you don't love them. Not that you wish bad on them. It's just best for your mental health that you don't deal with them. It could be your kids, ex, or whoever. And aren't you happier? And they still living their life. Went and found somebody else to dump all their negative information on, babe. You can love them. I love my children. Miss seeing my grandkids. But I ain't about to be tripping if you got an attitude. Stay over there. Talk to me when we can get along. I'm not forcing nothing. I think I'm gonna have to take some allergy medicine. That water then stirred up all kinds of stuff, baby, because I could barely breathe in my room. My goodness. I'm not gonna be unhappy and they moving around smiling and doing them and not hurt. I'm trying to tell you. And as long as they know they can push your button and make you sad, some people thrive off ruining your day. I'm 55 and have no tolerance level for bad energy. I don't care who you are. Come on, Carlos. And don't and ain't. You met me as your mother. I'm not being something I wasn't. Right, right. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, to your kids, have been almost a year. She's newly pregnant, so we're giving it another run. Listen, me and my kids already realize, we know that sometimes we have to go away to get better. We don't force it. We do not force it. Y'all know I didn't talk to my oldest daughter the whole time she was pregnant. She didn't talk to me, and did I miss her and I was sad about it? Yeah, but what I'm gonna do? Sit here and be sad every day? When my other daughter was pregnant, she used to trip. They trip now. Girl, let it. We'll talk when we supposed to. It's some things they gotta learn. It's some things I gotta learn. Baby, we are moving on. I'm not about to sit here. I'm not gonna do it. I love my babies. If they need me, I'm there. But I'm not about to force my way. That's a lot. I'm not a helicopter parent. I ain't never been a helicopter parent. They have to experience life. Because I'm not always going to be around. I'm not around them now. There's something I'm learning that Joe, now he is so unbothered about some things. Yeah. Yes, I've had to let go of my son. I love him. But he chooses his girlfriend. So I just pray for him. Yeah. But you got to think about it. He's supposed to choose his girlfriend, Mom. I mean, I don't know if she's doing bad stuff. But they're supposed to choose their partners. The Bible says when you get married, you go away from your father and your mother. And you cleave to your spouse. I saw a little thing on the little girl. I guess she viral. The mom and them all in the business. I said, that's too much. And don't get me wrong. If my kids call me and ask me for advice about situations, I'm going to give it. But I did not expect, like, however my son treat his daughter, his girlfriend, I don't expect to get the same thing that she get, because he can't get the same thing from her. Me, he can get from her. She's toxic and very disrespectful, and he started to be disrespectful, and that's never been him. Well, you just got to move on and let him learn, but he got to learn. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. Believe me, I understand. I understand. 100%. And do. Oh yeah, girl, let them be where they gonna be. They gotta learn, and that's what I say. Like, whoever it is, I can't. I'm not gonna be stressed out. I'm not. Yeah, cause you're not always gonna be around. Thank you. You're not always gonna be around. They need life skills. And a lot of people don't want to get baby. Life is the best teacher. And not about I want you to fall on your face or none of that. But you have to learn how to live in a world without me. You have to learn people's character. There's so many things that you have to learn, and you're not going to be able to do it if I'm always hovering over you and telling you everything. Yeah, I'm here to assist you. It's just like when you teach a kid to ride a bike. You ain't about to let them crash, but they got to learn. Because I'm not always going to be able to be here to hold the back of your seat for you. I have issue with my kids. I'm doing the same. Love them from afar. Yeah. And it ain't like, oh, yeah, like how our parents you going to fall on your face. Let's see what happened when you ain't got me. I'm not trying to control you. I'm here to help you. But I'm not going to let you abuse me while I'm trying to help you. No, we're not doing that. And you're not going to use me while I'm trying to help you. Yeah. Right, Liz? You got to do what you got to do. I'll be here when he need me, but I don't run behind him. Yeah. Yeah. Once my kids tell me you doing too much or you whatever, okay, well, don't call me with your issues then. Because you doing too much. Because I was having a good day before you called me. And now I'm on the phone arguing with you about your problem. Girl, if I hang up this phone, or boy, if I hang up this phone, that mess don't affect my house at all. That's your problem. Whatever you're going through in life is your problem. So you want to call and vent. Now I get venting, but then I'm not gonna keep letting you take my days talking about the same thing, and then you don't want to hear my advice. But then I'm supposed to help with the problem. Absolutely not. Blocked. That's not my problem. I don't even live in the same state with my kids, so it don't affect my life at all. If they get hurt or something, yeah. But other than that, whatever they go through in their daily life, it don't affect my life at all. And some people are like, oh my God, that's harsh. And that's why you stressed out. And that's why you stressed out. Kids live halfway across the country and they got you stressed out. Baby, please. I ain't about to do it. Yeah, I'm not about to be sitting around moping because you got to learn life, baby. If you need me, I'm here. And if you don't want to use me, that's it. I'm not forcing myself in nobody's life. Not a man, not my parents. Think I don't listen. I get fussed at, but I apply everything. You damn right you get fussed at. Damn right you do. And I'm not nice. Tell the truth. Am I nice? I give you about 3 good times to tell me, but that 4th time, am I nice? No. No, I'm not, Michael. You said you don't have to be with me. But sis, you know, I'm going to tell you. I'm not about to sugarcoat nothing. Because we not about to keep talking about this. Do you see it? I will lay it all out. Listen, I do not play. Give it to you raw and do. And do. Because, see, people think I be fronting on here. They don't know. It's worse offline, ain't it? Ain't it worse offline? It's worse offline. I be nice. Like, about 3%, maybe 10% over here. Why you make that face? Because you know it's worse offline. You know it is. I'll be nicer over here. I still give it, but they not ready for it all the way like that. I got, what's the side eye for? I am, girl. Not you pleading the fifth. Listen, I tone it down for this internet, but when I'm talking, oh honey, don't call me for no advice if you don't want it like the white folks eat they steak. I'm gonna warm you up on the sides for 10 seconds. After that, I'm going in. Yeah. And don't let her catch you offline as I'm. And now you see why I'll be like, no, I can't talk to people because they'll be trying to sue me. You said I believe you, or they'll be trying to sue me, sis, wouldn't they? They'll be trying to sue me or something. I ain't doing it. No. I don't know, because I done had grown men wanting to jump on me, and they called and asked me for advice. And they'd be like, man, you better be happy. I better be happy what you call me. Remember what I said when you first started Laugh Out Loud? These people will take you there. Yeah. Yeah, but I've been holding on. I done did real good, sis. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud because I be able to tone it down. I mean, I'm going to be me. But I know the way I be giving it to y'all, some people couldn't take that. So you mean to tell me that you could be talking to me even more reckless offline? Girl. I told your niece came in here and said my mama don't have no filter and she don't have no. You said, yep. You like the mild sauce of TikTok. That part. My sister said, y'all get the mild sauce. It's the reason, nigga. I told y'all people used to be wanting to put hands on me. I'm not about that. And I'm not talking. Listen, we getting straight to the point. We're going to skip out a little BS of the story you trying to tell me. No, because I can hear. This, okay, but what about you? You really gonna sit there and believe that? Like, oh, okay, well then let me get off this phone because you don't want to hear nothing anyway. Like, oh, yeah. Circle, I'm learning to stand up for myself. And I'm like and it's like you the bad guy. Yeah, whenever you don't let people run over you, you always gonna be the bad guy. You said, Circle, the things you don't say, it's all over your face, right? But think about if I really said it. And I will. And I do. If I can tell my mother you're evil when you have a black heart, you're toxic, blase, skip, my mama don't talk to me for a reason. Because I call her out on all her stuff. That's why she didn't fool with me in my childhood, because I could see. You said don't let it come out. It ain't. God is teaching me patience, and he's teaching me, a lot. But baby, y'all do not know. And that's why I told you, I used to tell people, why do you call me for advice? If you just go, let her be nice, y'all. She is nice. Don't get me wrong. But don't take her back. I ain't going back, Bean. I'm sorry, Miss Taurus. I ain't going back. And I have anger issues on top of that. That's why I don't like getting mad. Yeah. I'm not disrespectful. It's just that people don't like that I can see. You see what I'm saying? They don't like that I can see. And even if I can't see you with my eyes, God be whispering in my ear. So I've been able to tell people what they was going to tell me before they said it. You got to be taught to do it. Because it's not necessary. We would get along just fine. Listen, I'm trying to tell you. So, okay. It's not really calling them out. Like, that depends, right? Like, if you're having an argument or something, but telling a person how they make you feel is not calling them out. That's expressing how you feel, your emotions, your thoughts, the way they make you feel. And I think stuff just kind of gets clumped together. But a person that loves you is going to allow you to tell them how you make them feel. If they don't, then that means your emotions and your feelings are not important to them. And then you know where you stand, and sometimes it ain't even worth telling them because they don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So some people it's not even worth telling, some people it's going to make a difference if they care about your feelings. But if they don't care about your feelings, they going to keep on doing it. They'll tell you, girl, I ain't trying to hear that. Or, nigga, I ain't trying to hear that. And keep on moving. And you trying to pour your soul out to them and they won't hear nothing. So then you're just falling on deaf ears. You said, oh, okay, yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, it's not nothing wrong with you. Supposed to tell people how you feel, but you don't got to be rude and nasty. Look at how I do it. I used to tell people to get the hell out of my class. Now, sometimes I still will. But now I say stuff like, why do people come to my class and they don't want nothing? Or I say it in a nice way that they know I want them to leave. It's a drop dead friend in here. They just go, I think they got internet to rest. They just gonna keep on saying stuff even though we not paying no attention. That's crazy. You just gonna keep talking to yourself. And then I don't say their name. So then they know who I'm talking to and they know I don't want them here. It's a very nice way. Very demure. I've been delivered. You hear me? We're working on it. But yeah, it's a nice way to let a person know you not want to hear. You ain't got to be all crazy. You can say it very nice. And then they be embarrassed. And so then they just leave. They don't come back. You don't got to be nasty. I told y'all. I got a nice way to do everything. I got a nice way to call you a trifling skank. I got a nice way to call you a nothing nigga. I got all kinds of ways. It's just, it depends on what the situation calls for. Listen, you ain't got to be crazy. Look at how many people we didn't put out. Some people I just had to go on and talk crazy to, but for the most part, if I say a few things, they'll go on and leave. They will go on and leave. Thank you, Jesus. It's a nice way to do everything. You don't got to be all irate all the time. Sometimes you got to get aggressive, but for the most part, most people get the hint. My grandma says those are called slaps with a white glove, pretty much. Get on up out of here because you ruining my day. And people don't like to be called miserable. That's an art form because, baby, it's learned behavior. Learned behavior. I've called people a lot of things and they had no idea what I was saying to them. And then once they figured out, they'd be ready to put hands on me. I'm trying to tell you. I like riddles. I like riddles and I like to say stuff that make people think. So, and I'll say a couple words and just walk off in real life. Yeah. So we've been on here almost 3 hours. I'm about to go. I don't know if I'm working tomorrow. I got a lot of work to do in here, getting all this water and stuff. I got the fans blowing, so hopefully everything will be dry. And then I'm going to go find a carpet cleaner so that I can make it wet again. Interesting. Girl, I do. Because I only want to get in trouble. And who want to make somebody feel bad? That's not a good feeling. Because then somebody has to come back and make me feel bad. That's why I just be trying to ask them to leave and quit messing up our vibe, you know? I don't want to be irritated. I don't like it. That's how you break your body down. Being mad, irritated, angry all the time. I don't want to live like that. I lived like that for years. Tense, nervous, you know? I don't want to live like that. And don't. And ain't. You hear me? Ain't gonna live like that. I refuse. Not if I have a choice. So, I love y'all. I'm about to go. And I want to sleep in late tomorrow. Hopefully I can, but that's what I want to do. Last night my mother called my phone with drama, and I said, I know who this is. And she said, who is it then? I said, Beelzebub, and hung up. Riz! Get your cousin. I'm so sick of you, girl. But I promise you, I would listen, girl. You couldn't tell me you're not my niece. I'm trying to tell you who. She said, I know who this is, Beelzebub. Jesus. Girl. When I go live, I try to be mindful of people because you never know what they go through. Yeah. Get your cousin. Right. Get in the chair. She said, oh, I know who this is. Beelzebub, the devil. The devil's brother. Get off my line, devil. Girl, you is crazy. Love y'all. I love it. I ain't even gonna lie to you because I will call a person a spirit name in a minute. You got me messed up. I can see you. Call a spirit by their name and they flee, honey. They go on and get up out of there. Hey, Mr. Hardy. Because that spirit is being exposed. She gonna be in the corner for a while. Girl, because she said that to her mama. You didn't call your mama Beelzebub, baby. I love this family. I absolutely love that I'm a part of the WOIU family. I'm very grateful for it. If the world is ending, I wouldn't want to spend my time with nobody else but y'all. Because, baby, I already know. In the morning, that's going to come back to me. And I'm going to be tickled. You hear me? I'm tickled right now. I'm not going to do it because I'm just not going to do it. But that's funny. That is funny. She said, I know who this is. Beelzebub. And hung up. I know your mama was sitting over there like, what? No, she didn't. Listen. Oh, tell him I said thank you. Hey, Pumpkin. She got so mad. Y'all pray for my mom. I know, girl. Don't stir the pot, Riz. She said, listen. Did you get her a devotional? Did you buy her one? Huh? That part. Did you? Girl, it tickled me too. I already know. Tomorrow, yeah, that's gonna come up in my mind, and I ain't no telling. I might pee on myself. I don't know because I be. Jesus. At least our spleen stay clean over here, cause baby, I could imagine. I know how me and my mama used to be. Like we better now, a little bit. Yeah, she thought about it. If she didn't go looking up what the name mean and all of that. Because some people don't want to be identified with stuff, but sometimes they don't know, and sometimes you got to help them. And you just helped her last night. She don't even know it. You sowed a seed. She going to go looking. My whole dread is gone because of it. Oh, he snatched your wig back. Or maybe that's I mean, I told you my locks be snapping. Maybe it's a part of your life you letting go. Maybe you broke something off of her. Maybe she didn't know. Who knows? You never know. Cause sometimes what we think be harsh be that hammer that need to bust that rock open so the real them can get out. It's a lot of stuff that I say to my real mother that I know it hits home because I'll hear through my son or other people in my family. She was talking about it. Yeah, get her a devotional and send her a journal, girl, so she can start talking to God instead of everybody else. Cause that's the problem. Everybody be running. Well, if that's the case, let me get some stuff off my chest with my mother. Then, did you buy her? Okay, y'all listen. Did y'all ask y'all parents who hurt them first? Did y'all ask them? Huh? Did y'all? No. Yeah, but there might be other people. There, you ain't just been hurt by one person. You've been hurt by more than one person. A baby ain't throwing a fit for nothing. Most times it's something they need or something they want. Yeah. You gotta ask them who else hurt them. Get to the root. Right, but it ain't just one person though. I've been hurt by many of people. So it might not just be one thing. It could be a collective of things. So, you know, that heifer came out. The coochie hurt. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm playing in the corner. Yeah, go to the corner. My mom has dementia. She tells me stuff. Right. Right. But you got to, this is the thing. Hurt people hurt people. You don't have to continue letting them hurt you, but you can help them not be hurt. I already know with my mom, she beats up herself and judges herself against everyone. I told her the other night, sometimes she makes me feel like, she has been nice as pie since then. Right. This was God. Me and my mom literally just fell out last week and I've been holding a grudge. Ask her what's wrong. I wish my mom was here to ask that question because I would love to know. Because she had an addiction and it took her from me. It took for you to be here to understand what she was battling with. My mama got a long list, right? Well, looks like you'll be the person helping her with it. Get her some devotionals and stuff first. Get her a devotional and a pretty journal. Give her a nice pen and say, Mama, just start writing out the things that you've been through. Whenever you feel angry, whenever you feel mad, just write out the stuff that you feel. Because y'all, I'm going to be honest, we don't give our parents, right, but we don't give our parents time to heal. Prime example, when you're sick, if your kids are hungry, do they care that you're sick? Don't they still want you to cook? If you got a little baby, you still, whether you're sick or not, you still have to do every single thing that you have to do for your children. And you have to put how you're feeling and what your mental, whatever it is to the side. And you still have to do what you have to do for your children. Okay. So think about how much they put to the side on top of what they was already feeling to make sure that they could do whatever it was for you. That doesn't change just because you're the parent now. There are some parents that are ashamed of what they had to do to take care of their kids, you know? All kind of stuff. Yeah. It's hard, but I need to have that. Just ask her who hurt her. And they gonna try to say nobody. Or what you talking about, Mama? But who hurt you? Like, you remember your first time your heart got broke? You remember the first time you felt betrayed? Did somebody believe you? you know? Because there are people that say, I'm never going to feel like that again. And the devil makes sure of it. And so their heart becomes hardened in certain areas. Not in all areas, but in some areas. And if your heart is hard, you said you were 15. See? But has anybody ever asked you? A lot of people never get asked that. They ask you what's wrong. They don't ask who hurt you, or who betrayed you, or who. And when they asking, it's like in an argument. But do you ever say, just tell me about your life? Like why do you think you are the way that you are? Or, well, my sister always got treated better than me, or my brother always got treated better than me, or my grandma didn't like us, but she liked this brother's kids or sister's kids. It'd be a lot. And then who those words that I had y'all write down? What's the 7? Y'all remember? What was the seven words y'all had to look around and see if people had those around you? Y'all remember them? Excuse me. Do y'all remember? Who got their list? She wants me to put in more effort with our relationship, and I'm so focused on taking care of my family. Yeah. Give her appointed time. Mama, well, if you want to spend time, we spend an hour together. Let's make the most of this hour. I can't, again, the Bible says leave your parents and start your own family. And a lot of people be like, I'm your mama. So what? I'm not going to give up my marriage or whatever because you my mama. That's crazy. Anger, strife, jealousy, envy, covetousness, or to covet, and it's a couple more. 3-year-old, when my mom kidnapped me from my dad, I was a daddy's girl. Got it. Hatred, right. Come on, girl. Come on. Them words open up. If you go look at the definitions of all of those words, it'll open up a lot of relationships. You'll understand. For real. Some people want to covet the happiness you got. Some people, like you never know. Jealousy, hatred, rage, envy, anger, strife, and to covet. Is that 7? 6, 7. Oh, yep, it was 7. Sorry, sis, you right. Yep. And when you look at a lot of your situations, jealousy, hatred, rage, envy, anger, strife, and a person that covets. Yep, right. Yeah. Look at that. Look up the definition of those words. Just think about your relationships that you have. You'll see it. Even in your parents and your boss at work, all of them, they be everywhere. And it might not be all of them. They might just have one. They might have 2. They might have 3. They might have 4. But these are a lot of negative traits that a lot of people have that they don't even know they have. Bitterness was one of them. Bitterness too. Bitterness. Y'all forgot bitterness. It was bitterness was the other one. So was that 8? 8. It was 8. Because bitterness was the other one. I think we had a rage or hatred at the end. Yeah, bitterness was the other one. I knew we was missing one. It was bitterness. So bitterness, jealousy, hatred, rage, envy, anger, strife, covet, or to want something somebody else got. Yeah, those 8. Look around you, and you'll understand why certain people move the way they move, why they do this. You'll be like, oh man. So, I love you. I'm about to go. I'm gonna take me some allergy medicine too. Definitely gonna do that because that stuff, like, it's hot in my room and everything. Ooh, I might sleep on the couch. We're gonna see. I love y'all. Good night. I don't know if I'm working tomorrow because I got a lot of stuff to do in this house, y'all, with this water and stuff. So I'll talk to y'all later.